Here are some of the most common accommodations I have requested that a school provide for a student who has FND and who we want to return to school. So number one is allowing breaks. So let's say a person has been out of school for like a month and it's a bit overwhelming to go back. And so we discuss ways to take breaks at school as appropriate, especially if we know that the student was not going to abuse that privilege. Another common one is being allowed to leave class a few minutes early or be a few minutes late to the next class to make sure the student is able to walk the hallways without too many other people in the hallways. Some other accommodations would be like, yes, we want you going back to, PE class and field trips and all that, but if you've been out of school for months and you're behind on schoolwork, it is going to be so overwhelming to return. So we sometimes use PE class or other electives as a time for that student to catch up on schoolwork and on homework. Extra tutoring, if that's available. Other things would be like excuses for, psychology appointments or medical visits related to the diagnosis. And then, not calling EMS. So having a letter from neurology and or from myself is usually enough to kind of have the school sign over responsibility or liability to the medical provider and the medical team so that they don't get sued, basically. We sometimes have temporary accommodations for using the SPED bus, like school bus instead of the regular bus. Sometimes we have things like a gradual reintroduction to school. So maybe either attending just core classes or attending one class one day, two classes the next day, and so on, and kind of building up that way. So basically, we are willing and able to provide recommendations and accommodations temporarily to help facilitate that return to school in a way that feels helpful for both the family and the school.